YouTube, chicks. Get ready.
You know what to do, chicks.
I find him. You know, I like Chick Smooth. Chick Smooth is somebody I really enjoy listening to on YouTube because Chick just got an intellectual curiosity about things.
Who is going to take the bait from DJ Akademiks and attack Jay-Z? Is anybody out there brave enough? So last week, you guys all saw the FBI intake form that was written about Jay-Z, Harvey Weinstein, and also Epstein. Now, a lot of people went crazy after seeing Jay-Z's name on this report. People said, whoa, Jay-Z, that's odd. Why is your name affiliated with Weinstein and Epstein? Now, all the Jay-Z and Rock Nation conspiracy theories had a party. They were celebrating like their team just won the Super Bowl. Some people said, gotcha, Jay-Z. We knew there was something weird about you. And that's when old pictures of Jay-Z and Beyonce, Jay-Z and Aaliyah started to resurface again. A lot of misinformation went flying, but of course, if you're anti-Jay-Z, you're going to believe certain things. Now, DJ Akademiks went on to call out media figures like Charlemagne, Wayno, Ebro, and Joe Budden to speak on Jay-Z's name being affiliated with Epstein. If you guys missed that video, please make sure you guys go check it out here.
I seen everybody do think pieces on supposedly a non-existent event that didn't happen, but I seen everybody role playing on podcasts what is happening if I got slapped or not, which it didn't happen, but whatever, cool. Joe Budden, I can't wait to watch your next podcast. I need to, Wednesday can't come quick enough. This picture look crazy. If I watch the next Joe Budden podcast and y'all don't put this picture up and be like, yo, this look like a preteen boy with a grown-ass man and this shit was wrong, I know y'all biased. Wayno, I need you to talk about this one.
Now, so far, Wayno has responded back to Akademiks. Charlemagne also responded back to DJ Akademiks.
I don't understand why y'all are so quick to want to tear our own down without doing just a little bit of research. Okay, by the way, I saw way more headlines about Pusha T and Jay-Z than I did Eminem, but that's not surprising because we love tearing our own down. Even though when you're talking hip-hop, Eminem is one of us, okay? But I don't even like the headlines I saw of him, all right? Connecting Pusha T, Jay-Z, and Eminem to something like the Epstein files, come on, man. Okay, listen, for everyone who may not know, let me explain to you. Mentions of these artists didn't come from Epstein's personal records. They didn't come from reports supported by law enforcement. Okay, these stories came from a crisis intake report, a public hotline submission, a tip that some random person called in from 2019. They aren't backed by court findings, indictments, confirmed evidence. And if you actually read the stories, they just simply don't make any sense. Okay, what the hell would Jay-Z be doing with Harvey Weinstein and Attorney General William Barr in 1996? That was the year his first album came out. Do you really think Pusha T in 2007 was hanging around Harvey Weinstein and was one of the victim's handlers? In the Eminem story, the woman describes how she weighs 300 pounds. So a video of her would be easy to find. This is her words, not mine. By the way, anyone who actually took the time to read any of these stories would know that. Now, I don't have a problem with people reporting this. I just don't understand how y'all don't report this with proper context. All you outlets know that people don't read past headlines. So if you put Pusha T, Jay-Z, Eminem in the Epstein files, everybody is going to run with it. And I just be having to sit back and think, do we realize how much we are getting played, okay? Whenever the powers that be want to deflect from what they got going on, they will always throw meat to the blacks, okay? Because they know nobody controls the algorithm like black people, all right? Why do you think they like utilizing black influencers?
Which was still not enough for Akademiks. He went on to call out Charlemagne for being part of Jay-Z's camp and also being biased towards Jay-Z.
There's a lot of people that's running what I call interference. And I love watching media run interference for powerful men. Because I always think, damn, what business deal they got coming up? You know, love Charlemagne, idol of mine. Let me remove the word idol because it feels like I idolize. Like, you know, well, idol. It is, right? Like, you know, I look up to Charlemagne. I've always done that. But I don't expect Charlemagne to have a neutral or even have a qualitative conversation about Jay-Z's past and Jay-Z's history in the music industry. Why? Charlemagne was also pretty much caught handing the cookie jar in the casino saga where Jay-Z was trying to get a bid, Charlemagne showed up and gave riveting speeches about how the council members should vote to approve this because Jay-Z's vision is great and this and third. So there's some synergy and alignment there between not necessarily Rock Nation and Charlemagne, but the entities that are trying to push and put Jay-Z in a certain place and Charlemagne. Is that paid? I don't know. Maybe they're just good friends. Now, even though back in the day, there was a conversation that Jay-Z may have gotten Charlemagne fired from Philly radio after some criticisms. I don't know what's going on, though. I just want to have conversations. The conversations just seem to
Well, this morning on the brand new Joe Budden podcast, episode 900, make sure you guys go to Spotify to go check it out. But Joe Budden responded back to DJ Akademiks, calling him out to speak on the Jay-Z rumors. However, Joe went about it in a very Joe way. Joe had a very sarcastic response. He said, hey, you know what? Let's all go march down to the Rock Nation building on Saturday and protest. Let's all go protest and make some noise so we could all draw attention to these allegations. Here's what Joe said.
They're going to say we ran from it.
Which?
No, we took Pete Rock and CL Smooth head on.
Oh, okay. You're right.
And like, look, man, we not scared of the powerful up top, man. Yeah, we don't run from nobody.
That's right.
Listen, no.
Okay.
No.
Oh, my son. You your back?
Listen.
You gonna take us out of here, boy?
I ain't never been.
Let's see who got a dick
I ain't
now.
never been pussy. I ain't never ran. Never will. If you're listening out there, I want you to know I see some of the same exact things that you see. And I'm really, really disturbed by it all. So much so, I'm making a call to action right this second, yo. I need me and you guys out there to head down to the Rock Nation office. Seriously.
Word.
At 5 p.m. this Saturday. 5 p.m. this Saturday.
Eastern time, y'all.
I think that along with you guys' help, we'll be able to get to the bottom of what that undercover anonymous hotline tip meant. And when we finish down there at Rock Nation, we're taking this bad boy down to Virginia. Pusha T's name was in that too on that phone call.
Yo.
And
the train being Jay-Z, Pusha T, and Harvey Weinstein.
in 96 too. In 96.
Yo, somebody pause. Can you believe that? Yo, Piggity, thank you. The white man said it. Bro. Harvey Weinstein and Pusha T. That's a sick game. 96. Piggity, tell him, Piggity.
Push was 18.
Probably 130 pounds.
If that.
I can't. Yo, we can't. For real, yo. Honestly, we have to get to the bottom of what was going on. That shit don't sit right in my soul and spirit. Some of these people we look up to, yo. This Saturday at 5 p.m. Meet me down there, and we're gonna really get to the bottom of what they
Somebody
meant
got
by
some
that.
explaining to do?
Yeah, we're gonna. Don't worry, y'all. We ain't running from that. We ain't running from that this weekend. Watch.
It's gonna look like it's gonna look like January 6th.
Now, after these guys had their fun, Mark Lamont Hill, being the journalist of the group and also the more responsible one, Mark makes sure to come back around and clean it up and make sure nothing they said gets misconstrued. Here's what he said.
Just to be clear for the audience's benefit, we're not laughing at the accusations.
Hold us down, boy.
They're saying that they're implausible, that they don't believe the accusations. I don't want people to later on be like they're laughing at somebody who was harmed.
No.
I don't want them to twist and misrepresent what y'all. I know, but people misrepresent.
You're right.
Yeah, it's very important.
And my apologies.
This is why we need you here.
The joke.
This is why we
what
need
they're
you
laughing
here,
at is the
yo.
implausibility
That's right,
that at
bro.
that time
Fox is
in the
killing me,
90s that Jay-Z would even be at the social status to even have access to those people, and Pusha T even more so. And was it 07 or whatever that he would have access to these social circles?
96, bro.
Yeah, it seems implausible.
Right? 96 or 06? No, 96 was for Hov.
They gave one for him and another, and I think it was 07 for Pusha
07.
T. So they were saying two different time periods, both of which seem implausible to a lot of people. It was an anonymous tip, and those papers are filled with that. I don't know what's true. They're gonna say we caping for Jay-Z. I'm not caping
In the
for
same
anybody.
light, some of the ones against other people who are revered from a different sector of the world, I don't really necessarily believe
Yeah, I don't know if
that
Noam
shit either.
Chomsky was in the train either. That's what I'm saying. Like, he was
feeling it.
I don't know.
My whole thing was, and I just posted it up there on the screen, the same justice.gov that posted these 3 million pages also wrote, this production may include fake or falsely submitted
Yes.
images, documents, or videos, as everything that was sent to the FBI by the public was included in its
Right. So
production.
they're admitting there's a lot of bullshit in there.
We didn't. All of this shit is a lot of bullshit in there. We don't know. We just, hey, if it came to us, we gave it to y'all. So y'all can't say we held it.
So to be clear, we're not holding Hov and Pusha T to a higher standard or a lower standard. We're saying everybody in those documents should be examined. We should look for the truth, but we shouldn't assume that anybody in there is innocent or guilty just because we like them or don't like them. That's all.
That's right.
Very, very, very well said. Listen, some of y'all kids out there missed the memo. There's this new trend on the internet where adults are replying to things now. So adults are reading, adults are replying. We're not just taking the kiddie version of what's going on, which would be, we need your voices because Pusha T, Jay-Z, and Harvey Weinstein in '96 had too much fun. Call me when you get a little more on that.
So at this point, Joe is not taking this allegation seriously. These pictures about Jay-Z come up every other year and people are always outraged about it. Mainly people that want to see the downfall of Jay-Z. For people that don't fuck with Jay-Z, there's no explanation that's going to be good enough for him. If you come out and say, hey, I don't believe these pictures, I don't believe these Jay-Z allegations, people are going to call you biased for being on Jay-Z's payroll. So at this point, is it really worth it explaining something to somebody that's not willing to listen? And also someone that already has their minds made up regarding a specific person? You guys get in the comments below. What do you guys make of Joe's response back to Akademiks calling him out? Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later, man.